Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine, lead columnist, team hitting specialist. Hey, this is to all the pro hitting coaches, and I know you're probably not reading our articles, but um, my apologies to all the pro hitting coaches. Um, as you know, here at Moneyball Hitter Magazine, one of the things that we are whistleblowing, as to say, is we're trying to figure out why hitting is at its worst since 1972. And we believe here at Moneyball that it's all about knowing the right types of techniques. And so I went in and did some team reviews of all the reviews and what is being taught. And we have been outing many of, a greater majority, at least 90 to 95% of the hitting coaches and hitting coordinators in the minor leagues and major leagues for what they're trying to teach these very athletic and strong major league players. We know that the players are stronger, they're faster, they're getting trained harder, they're getting more money, they have all the right types of resources around them to not hit the way they're hitting right now. And we are trying to note that it's the technique of hitting that is being choked up here and delivered to the minor leaguers and major leaguers in a way that is causing inefficiencies in their swings and causing these hitters to lack a lot of potential, and especially in their power, but their batting average too at the same time. Okay, so the reason I do want to apologize is because I am not the type of person that goes around nitpicking on people. I don't go around looking for things that people do wrong or anything like that. I'm usually into myself, and I want to try to figure things out for myself. And, I don't cause any enemies or anything like that. And I don't have that type of reputation. This case is a little bit different because the major league hitting coaches, and even some of the minor league hitting coaches, coordinators especially, um, have a large responsibility, because if they're teaching things that aren't working, and we have duly noted what they're teaching, why it's not working, we've had plenty of articles and videos and team reviews about it. It's pretty point blank. The truth is out there now. But if it's not working and people are put on a high pedestal or even as a guru, and things don't work out, then there's a little hypocrisy going on there. And that hurts everybody from baseball all the way down to Little League. Because Little Leaguers, travel ball guys, high school guys, college guys, coaches, parents, okay, are really looking up to guys like yourself. I'm talking to you, MLB hitting coaches, as far as delivering the right type of information as far as hitting is concerned. They really do. And when we find that across the board that it's just not working, and we know the reasons why, this is the reason why I'm whistleblowing everything on this. Okay? So I'm not a nitpicker. I don't go around, faulting everybody for everything that they do in life, or else I wouldn't have any friends, or else I even wouldn't have a business. Okay? But being a whistleblower is a different type of situation. Whistleblowing means you're saying, this is not right, something else could be better. This is professional sports, and this is so not right. I can't believe it's happening in professional sports. Professional sports and professional hitters should be learning the right types of techniques. Okay? So, and, I'm just not making all this stuff up about the hitting coaches. already explained that hitting coaches get fired from 1 to 2 years, especially within the last 5 years. And now we have 2 hitting coaches per team, and the hitting is getting worse. All the philosophies and baseball hitting talk that the coaches give, and their guruship as far as going around to conventions and stuff and talking about hitting and breaking down hitting and video analysis and all that sort of stuff, obviously is not working. Okay, the hitting coaches are not even close to teaching a hitter how to use the correct muscles when starting their swing. Hitting coaches, we have pointed out, do not know how to fix a bad habit, and in most cases, they don't even know if a bad habit exists within a player's swing. Okay, so I've also said, along with my apologies to the hitting coaches, another reason I'm apologizing is because I just want to tell these hitting coaches this: that hitting is so mysterious, it's so mystical. You have to go deep within the waters of yourself to find out the truth about the mechanics of hitting. It is really, really not an easy thing to understand. And for those of you who think you can understand hitting just by doing video analysis, side-by-side comparisons of pros, and all that sort of stuff, you are so sadly mistaken. And I've seen so many teams do that and just get worse the next year. Okay? There's so much misinformation, over-information, and not enough good information out there that's just causing hitters to be messed up. And I've been doing this for 20 years. I've seen careers go down the tube. I've seen hitters get so depressed that they wanted to kill themselves, and I'm not kidding. And I have seen people just quit baseball because it's not fun for them anymore. Because in some instances, the hitting coaches just make them do what they think that there is right. That's right. Okay? And they're not even close. Now, it's been said many times on Moneyball Hitter Magazine, we have told you we have our own Moneyball formula. You can buy our formula. We have books, instruction videos. We're going to have a training school and everything like that. Our methods aren't even close. Aren't even close. As a matter of fact, on a lot of conditions, they're the exact opposite of what Major League hitting coaches are teaching up there. Okay? But yet, at the same time, time-tested, 90% of our hitters that we work with and teams that we work with improve their batting averages, team batting averages, slugging percentages, team slugging percentages, on average by 50 points. Okay? Now, the first 10 years that I was doing this, I couldn't believe it myself. And I thought, well, major leaguers must know about this. But as I researched more and I learned more and I started to work with higher echelon players, I learned what was really going on. And I'm bringing this truth to all of you. Do not be fooled. Do not be intimidated by people who wear major league caps and are so-called instructors. Okay? Because they're not proving themselves. Their results are getting worse. And their hitting methods are not helping. Okay? So, the last thing that I wanted to say today was I was just fooling around. Hitting coaches, literally. When I found the secret training methods to hitting, I seriously was just fooling around. I was a hitting coach back when I was 21 years old. I'm close to 50 years old right now. And whatever I was teaching was not working. And whatever I was teaching was everything the major leaguers were doing because I was studying all the major league hitting coaches and buying all their DVDs. It wasn't working. So I just started fooling around and came up with a secret that is linked back to the swing of Ted Williams. It's very much different from all the Ted Williams guys out there. So if you're a Ted Williams guy, yeah, I like Ted Williams. Yeah, I like his rotational hitting. It's very different from that. It's not even close. We're getting bigger numbers than those guys are, and I like those guys. Okay, but rotational hitting is pretty popular nowadays, but hitting is still getting worse. So there's a lot of holes in rotational hitting too. Okay, but I was just fooling around with my mid 20s, early 30s on some stuff, trying to listen to my own thoughts. At the time, I was being trained in a spiritual confidence training program on how to listen to my own thoughts and get away from a lot of outside information and see what I could come up with. Okay, and whether I got lucky or not, it doesn't matter, because we're getting if you are a player listening to this, we're getting players 50 points better in their batting average. You know how much that could mean to your career? 50 points better in your slugging percentage. Do you know what that could mean to your career? That could mean your scholarship. Okay, that could mean a higher draft choice in the minor leagues, or even making the minor leagues. If you're a minor leaguer, that could be putting up enough numbers for the major leaguers to say, he's on our radar now. Okay? So, I was just fooling around. I apologize, hitting coaches. I was just fooling around, but it's come to something much bigger than I ever thought it was going to be, as to say. And this is what it is. It is what it is. Part of my job is to become a whistleblower. I do not hate or disrespect any of these hitting coaches that I'm talking about. I've never really gotten too much personal with them. I'm just pointing out all the flaws of the techniques, okay, that they're using. And I used to use those techniques myself, so I know what's going on. When we go in and fix teams, we know how to unravel those techniques and instill ours. Okay? So I know what's going on. I know Major League Hitting Coaches' frustration. I know the whole Major League's frustration right now with hitting and the way statistics are. I know why they're using 2 hitting coaches. I know why the technology is, the hitting reports and the video analysis are much more serious. Okay? I know why everybody is trying to put the extra time to figure it out. Okay? I don't know anybody that's really figured it out. There's only a few guys out there that I can find on the internet. Maybe 1% of the hitting coaches out there on the internet that I would fully say this guy really, really knows what he's talking about. Okay? And that's just the truth. Okay? And those guys are not Major League Hitting coaches, by the way. And those guys aren't whistleblowing the Major League Hitting coaches like we hear on Money Ball Hitter Magazine. Okay? There's a couple of guys that are doing a little bit, but we want to make it absolutely clear that if you are absolutely going to take your baseball career seriously, then you've got to go through all the material in this magazine and listen to everything that we have to say, and then make a decision as to what do you have to do to overcome all the challenges of being not trained the correct way so you can reach potential. It's as simple as that. Thanks for listening. Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine. See you next time.